We are on a mission to save lives and to create a world where the most vulnerable members of our society should not die from disease. The COVID-19 pandemic has taught us that there is still a long way to go before we can accomplish this mission. While we are rightly focusing on slowing down the spread of COVID-19, there is another important disease which we still have to combat: malaria. Globally, malaria takes the lives of around 450,000 people each year. Of those, 270,000 are children. That is 67% of all cases, many of which are in the WHO Africa region, in places like where I'm standing right now, at the border between South Africa and Zimbabwe. And as we know, it is spread through a parasite passed on to humans through a mosquito bite. These cases are preventable. With early detection and early treatment, malaria isn't necessarily fatal. Symptoms usually start appearing within 7 to 10 days of a person being bitten, which without treatment leads to serious illness and can lead to death. I survived malaria, but still had to battle through a cascade of serious complications. Yet, there are hundreds of thousands who are not as fortunate. Without a quick, accurate diagnosis, malaria will continue taking lives. In the last few years, we have made great strides as a global community to put prevention measures in place and to secure crucial investment for diagnostic technologies from both the public and private sectors, as well as governments worldwide. But these measures must not suffer in the midst of current COVID-19 pandemic. In 2015, when Western Africa was hit by the Ebola outbreak, that is exactly what happened. As a result, malaria cases increased significantly after the outbreak was brought back under control. We are currently experiencing the same phenomenon in this area. We must not make the same mistake again. We must continue to keep malaria under control to prevent another surge in cases like we saw with Ebola 5 years ago. That is why, for World Malaria Day this year, I urge everyone working to prevent COVID-19 in high-risk areas of malaria to be conscious of the need to remain vigilant in observing and identifying people who may be infected with malaria. Technology and research have allowed us to develop new methods of diagnosing malaria without having to take a blood test or to visit a hospital. We are currently developing a technology which can be conducted by simply using a saliva sample. This diagnostic technology requires no clinicians and is able to deliver an accurate result in as little as 20 minutes. It is our aim to have this technology ready for introduction as quickly as possible, thereby permitting mass self-diagnostic testing throughout the whole of Africa and for the rest of the world. This technology will not only detect those with early onset malaria, but also those people that make up the very important subclinical carrier pool. Detection of the carrier patient will give us the ability to approach and to address eradication of malaria from a whole new angle. We all have the role to play in preventing the spread of diseases. So let's work together and reach our goal of eradicating malaria 90% by 2030. Erada Technology Alliance: early detection, early treatment, end malaria. I'm Dr. Benji Pretorius from a hot and sunny Limpopo, Northern South Africa. I thank you for watching.